Well, hello. Thanks for joining. Hopefully, we'll have a few people joining us today. Since this is a special time I've not done before. But welcome with Stamp with Barb. I'm Barb Writer, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And hello, I see someone popped on. Let me know if you're here, who's watching. And we're going to do a little fall this evening. We've had some cooler weather. Today was beautiful. It started out kind of dreary, but it ended up very nice. But yeah, we are going to go ahead with using some fall things. And let me see. Facebook continually changes, you guys, and so it has a different place for me to click to share, and I'm trying to understand what it wants me to do. Okay, so interesting. Very, very. So, goodness, it only wants me to share it to my private page. And that's not what I want to do. But welcome if you're just joining. Thanks for joining. I am just sharing this over onto Stamp with Barb Writer. And once I get that over there, we will start our projects. I've got 3 projects for you tonight using this stamp set. And hopefully you will enjoy what I have. Very good. Okay, so let me see how this is going to work for me. You guys are hearing me okay? I haven't seen anybody post, and that's why I'm wondering. There we go. Okay, now I can see. Hi! Sitting by the fire while watching until my phone dies. Oh, I hope it doesn't die, Linda. But thanks for joining. Okay, so you guys are here and you get to see some gorgeous things, fun things with this beautiful autumn set. This is a bundle that you see right here. And so these are the designer papers that are in that suite and bundle. And so I just wanted to, we're going to be using this stamp set and the punches. I'm going to move those out of the way, but there's lots in here, and it's good for even after fall. I mean, you can use leaves anytime, right? All right, I'm going to put these, actually what I want to do is I'm going to move these punches so that I can show you this paper a little better. It is so pretty, but I'm going to bring it up closer. This is the back of this one. Here's what I'm going to do this, okay? And then these two, one side, and this is the other side. Trying to see how close. So that's pretty close to the camera. Hopefully I don't get all distorted for you guys. Thanks for joining. I see a few of you are on here. We're going to start stamping in a minute. Here are the other two. One is one side and one's the other. These are specialty papers. They have gold and copper in the design. So those two go together. All right. And this is one side and this is the other with that mint macaron in gold. And hey, Deborah, thanks for joining. And then you have these two, one, the opposite side. So anytime that I show you guys these things in the videos, so whether you're watching it replay or live right now, you can let me know what you think, but they're always much more beautiful in person. I will tell you that. Sometimes I see stuff in the catalog or a picture of it, and until you see it in person, you're like, Oh, I think I need that now. So, but this, the paper is called Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper, and the colors are Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron, and Very Vanilla. Those are the different colors that are in the designer paper. So I'm going to put those over to the side. And we are going to make 3 cards. 3 cards tonight. So, did I tell you guys that I started a YouTube channel? It's just under Barb Ryder. And what I've currently been doing is just uploading my lives to YouTube. I have to admit, I need to learn how to do some editing and make it a little different. But I am going to be doing just plain recording and then uploading it there. So go check me out, subscribe. Even if you don't watch the whole video since you've seen it live, it just helps me get started on the YouTube channel. So anyway, I'm going to just use my little area here tonight, and we are going to make a couple cards. First card is going to be pretty easy. I do need to grab my cutter because I did not cut my designer paper yet, because I wanted to show you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be using, if this is a simpler card, and I'm going to be using this sheet right here. You always get more out of it when you cut it in 3 inches or 4 inches. So I'm going to cut this at 4 inches using my cutter. Just bring that over to 4. Just like that. Lay this down, and the dark one is your cutter blade and the light one is your scoring. So I need to cut that to 4 inches, and then I'm going to, let's see, I think, what do I want? I want 4, 5.5. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 4 inches again. So this is just a 4x4, okay? All right. Now, they suggest that vanilla, well, you can see in the designer paper that vanilla is the color that you will mainly see. Thanks if you're just joining. Give me a shout that you're watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're using the Beautiful Autumn, and this is a very simple card. We are going to use the saying that says, my heart is grateful for you. And since this is mint macaron, I am going to use the mint macaron ink. Okay, and I am going to, well, first of all, this is just going to layer right onto here. Okay, so I want to put this down towards the bottom. Sorry if you're bouncy. I see that the phone's bouncing a little bit. Okay, so I am going to stamp this down toward the bottom of the card. Now I have cut this vanilla cardstock. I have cut it at the long way, 4 1/4 by 11, and then just scored it at 5 1/2, and just to give it a different opening. Now this is going to go right here, but depending on how far you go down, it's very, very close. So one of the techniques I learned years ago is to tear your paper, okay? Now, another thing we could do, I might change my mind. Okay, let me see. I just want to see something. You know, that's a stamper's prerogative to change their mind and come up with something different. Hey, Lynn. Thanks for joining. Nah, let me see if I do it this way. You know, this is another fun thing. I think I'm going to do this, you guys. I am going to show the other side of this beautiful paper. And then what I'm going to do is bring this up a little bit. I think I'm going to go with my original idea. Ha ha ha. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rip. Remember I said one of the things that I learned very early on in my stamping career, I guess. I've been here almost 20 years in November, was to rip. Okay, now maybe what I could do is I could take this and maybe do underneath just like that. Oh, see that? See, there you go. You always come up with some different ideas when you sit and play with something, right? But I do, so what I'm going to do is grab my adhesive. Yes, Lynn, this is the first card. Yes, I started at 8, and we had, I can tell you a little what's going on. You know, I don't know if I mentioned, but, you know, my husband has diabetes for many years. He has had an open wound that heals and comes back and heals and comes back for 5 years. And so we have been dealing with that again, and this time there's a bone infection. And so they are going to go in. Monday is his surgery, and they're going to go in and remove that infected bone. And so, of course, these days are different than any other. He had to go get a COVID test. So that's why I couldn't say 7. I wanted to make sure I was home in time. And what I'm doing here, you guys, just to stop chatting for a moment, is I'm just doing the edge, you know, kind of just roughing up the edge on here. And then now I'm going to put the opposite side down so that you can see this beautiful paper. Oh, yep. And then right like that. See how, if I can get it kind of straight. There we go. Just to give something different. And then I'm going to use some of our gold cord. Now this is in the, this is one of the, it comes with another, shoot, I didn't look it up beforehand, you guys. It's the gold cord. It comes in with the, oh my goodness, a different, a different suite, that's for sure. I know that. So, but anyway, what I'm going to do is just take this and actually just go around the gold a few times, and we're going to tie a bow and just add this extra on here. So this is a pretty simple card. I know that a lot of you guys that tune in are avid stampers, meaning you have stamped a while and you like fancy stuff. This one is just easy peasy. Okay, actually the ones that all of them I'm doing tonight are easy, pretty easy, but they look a little harder because they've got some more layers and things like that. All right, so there, and I want this pushed over here a little bit because my sentiment is here, but that is how you make a super easy card using the designer paper. And I'm glad that I decided to go ahead and put that other side there. It just adds a little bit difference to it. Hey Taran, thanks for joining. So if you're watching on replay, we are using the Beautiful Autumn, and this is the first card, and it's super easy using the paper that is in the suite called Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Paper. Okay, there's that, and you know what? Let's use let's use another stamp. I don't think I decided which one I wanted to do. I think we'll just use, there's a piece of like wheat in here. And let's see, what's on the front? So yeah, the wheat, there's wheat on the front. So we're going to use that. Let me grab a stamp or a block. And let's just do this on the inside. I'm just looking to see the comments. Lynn, I did mention at the beginning, and Taran, I don't know if I told you this, but I do have, I have started a YouTube channel, and I had mentioned that so far I have just uploaded some of the lives. So either way, if you have a chance, go subscribe and see what you think. It's really the same. It's just on YouTube. So I have some folks that are not on Facebook, and by loading them on YouTube, they're able to catch them on replay there. So, and I'm hoping to do some, you know, recordings and stuff there too. So there you go. There's the first card. My heart is grateful for you, using the paper and mint macaron and the gold cord that we have in the, I want to say that I just don't know. I don't have my catalog right at my fingertips either. I just been super busy with stuff, with Bill having this surgery, and he's had to go for 2 doctor's appointments, and lots of stuff. But basically, he's going to have to be off of his foot for 3 weeks. So we'll see how that goes for me, right, girls? Oh well, I'm just thankful that he's pretty healthy with how long he's been a diabetic. So, all right, I'm going to put these away because I might, I'm not sure, I might need, goodness, I can't get this the right way. I might need this other block here. Okay. All right, so the next card that we're going to do is going to be pretty simple. It's going to use Whisper White, and I have the thick Whisper White here. And thanks, I appreciate your prayers, Lynn. He'll do all right, I'm pretty sure. The cardiologist gave him an okay that he can do it outpatient, which is really good. I was dreading if we had to go in the hospital. You don't want to do that. But what I've done, I've just cut a piece of paper here, and this one is 2.5 by 5.5, I think, right? I'll go up from here. Yeah, 5.5. So I'm going to be stamping on this piece. We are going to be using Coastal Cabana. Let's see, I need this little guy. We're going to use Coastal Cabana, and we are going to use Just Jade and Magenta. So let me get those out here. So yeah, these are the colors that we're using. And it can be for fall, or it can be for not for fall, whichever way you like it. This is the base, and I'm just going to put this over here out of the way. And let's see. Let's just start out doing this. I need my saying somewhere over here. Where did I put my saying? Here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this. This is going to be in Just Jade. This says, life is better with you. So Just Jade. And this is going to go right here. I think I got it straight. Hey, that's pretty good. What's the name of my YouTube channel? It's just Barb Ryder. Just look up Barb Ryder, and you should be able to find me. You know, I'm still learning how to do some of the things, like, okay, how do you get a different name on there? That kind of stuff. But, all right, so I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to cut this at an angle. And that piece is done, so we're going to set that aside too also. And then next, we are just going to stamp on this piece here. So what we're going to do is we are going to use, I'm using Coastal Cabana. That's the color that's next, okay? And I am going to be, there are oak leaves. Oh my goodness. I don't remember what they said. There's oak leaves and just all kinds of little leaves in here. But one of the things too, that if you don't have all the small little blocks, okay, what you can do is what I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to, first of all, stamp my outline, and I'm just going to ink that up because I'm not ready to do the filler yet. And so I just need to stamp that full strength. Got to be careful there. There. And basically just randomly on this piece of paper, okay? And upside down and sideways, because that's what leaves do when they fall, right? Okay, and then I'm going to do one more. Okay. All right, so I'm done with that one. All right, now I'm always have my cleaner right by, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that. Make sure that nothing comes off on that. But now what you want to do is just basically ink this up, stamp it off, and it's going to easily stamp right inside here. So hopefully you don't see my head, but there you go. Beautiful. But this is just full strength, stamp off, and then this fits so nice inside of here, you guys. It's, I don't know if you can see how great it is. The other thing too is notice I'm changing my, moving my cardstock around instead of, you know, twisting my arm every which way. This is much easier. I can bring this closer so you can see how beautiful this fits right in here. Look at that. Okay. I got 2 more here. And just filling that in. And this, again, this is Coastal Cabana that I'm using. Okay, there's that. Now I do need to stamp a couple. Here it is. I need to, I'm going to stamp a couple others. I should have done this when I had the other thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it backwards. So I'm going to stamp that. I need 3 of these. Okay, I'm going to clean that off. What's the stamp set? The stamp set is called Beautiful Autumn, and it is in the August to December mini. All right, what I'll tell you girls is I don't think it's as good stamping the inside first, but this is okay. I'm not going to re-stamp it. It really does look okay. But it goes very, very well if you stamp the outlines first, and then you stamp the solid and the inside. So if you're just joining us, thanks for joining and welcome. I'm showing some cards using Beautiful Autumn, and this is the second card that we have gotten to. And let's see here. And then before I punch these out, I'm going to actually use the punch. So here is the punch, and they're pretty big actually, but this fits really nicely, and I'm going to go ahead and just punch these out. There's one. Trying to get it so that it lines up well. There we go. There's 2. And then the third one here. There we, just like that. And I'm doing it upside down, if you're wondering, so that I can see exactly how to line it up with the cardstock. Okay. Now next we want to use some magenta. And we're going to use this tiny little, where is it? Where are you? Let me find it. I'm looking. Here it is. All right. It's just this little tiny leaf that's in the set. Okay. Looks like it might have froze a little bit, guys. It should come right back. It looks like it came right back. Hopefully it won't freeze on you. Let's see. What do I want here? I wanted, there's something I wanted to do. Oh, somebody asked what stamp set. I was just going to show you the stamp set again. This is the stamp set with all the different items in it. Okay, magenta. Just going to stamp this. There's no filler for this one. And let me see here. I'm going to get where I've... So I'm just going to add this little stamp in here to add the magenta. Upside down, turn it around. Oh, Barb, you messed up. There we go, I fixed it. Woohoo! All right, so really that stamping part is done, okay? Let me clean this off and close the magenta so I don't get it all over me. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, I think I've showed you this before if you're watching me very often. If you're a first time watcher, thanks for joining. But let me just show you this fun thing with some ribbon. I have to get, I stuck my other piece over here on the cutter and I can't get it off. There we go. All right. So what I want to do is really just make a zigzag. Let me get back in the screen here. I just want to do a zigzag. And what you do is you just take your ribbon and you go off one end and you make a loop. And then you go another loop here, and then you have another piece coming off the tip. Okay, I can basically do this again, but because I want my other piece on this side. Okay, you guys. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do this again. So I'm just laying this down as a zigzag, and then yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted it on the opposite side here, on this side and this side. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I am not. Okay, we're going to start this over. Live is always great. Love the beautiful autumn set too. Oh, I'm glad you like that too, Jackie. Okay. All right, so here we go. There. Bring that down a little bit. There. Okay. That is more of what I want. There we are. So what would have helped is if I would have put some adhesive on the back first, and I didn't do that. So, you know, you just learn what you need to do. But basically, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn this down. And one of the new things that I've learned to put in my stamper kit is just some Scotch tape, because that works beautiful for something like this. So I am going to put that down, stick that together, and I'm also going to use some dimensionals here. Let me bring this up a little bit. And grab those dimensionals. Tell me how many of you guys use dimensionals on almost every single card. Let me know how many of you use them on everything, okay? I'm just curious to know. I guess that's good. I guess I'll put one more there. What the heck? Why not, right? Then pull these off. Could use my pick tool and do that, but all right, so here's what I want. This is actually just going to go kind of right in here, and make sure that your wording is straight. That's what you want to do, is make sure that your wording is straight. Okay, there we go. So I'm just building my layers right now. That's what I'm doing. Okay, and then remember, I've got these little guys here. Now, I don't know how many of you use the mini glue dots, but those are really great too. I've learned to use them more than I did at the very beginning. But these are great because you can see they fit in there perfect. And so if I had the big one, it might come over on the corners a little bit. And what I'm going to do is actually pop this up. So let's see. I don't know if I want to, let's see. Let's add it right up here. So there's one popped up. And little dimensional on that one. Let's go right here. And we have one more that we will put somewhere. All right, there we go. And that one probably, how about kind of on there? How's that? That works. Okay, so there's my layer. You can't, I don't know that it'll show you how different it looks with those dimensions on there compared to if I didn't, what it was beforehand. But that's our layer. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is actually turn this over, and I've cut a couple pieces of Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to add that on the sides. So instead of using a big piece of cardstock, I just use like 1-inch strips, and I need to grab my silicone mat. Okay, and I am just going to lay this down so that I have a little strip on the side, about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and then I've got adhesive on this side, but it didn't stick because I used my silicone mat. Yay! Taryn does. She uses hers. Okay, because I'm right-handed and I can just visualize better, I'm going to do this one upside down. And there we go. All right, tell me that doesn't look pretty, you guys. Okay, and then this is actually going to get popped up onto my card base of Whisper White. It is a thick Whisper White. And when you're putting dimensionals on, ladies, you want to just balance them out so that you don't have cave-ins on your card. Sometimes if you don't put enough dimensionals on there, it will, you know, you might get a dip in your piece if it gets, you know, when it gets mailed and, you know, opened and shut a lot and that kind of thing. Okay. Here's my card base. This is just going to go right here. Just like that. And there you are. How's that? It's really pretty. These two colors, I would have never thought to put those two colors together, but it is very pretty. It's really nice. There you go. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? I really should go ahead and finish my inside. And, you know, if you have an envelope, I don't have the envelopes right here in front of me. I should have grabbed one so that I'm going to do that. And then I am going to grab my leaf again, wherever here it is, right here. And we're going to go with Coastal Cabana. How about if we do the Just Jade on the inside, since that's what I used on the saying or the sentiment. Good. The kids liked it too, huh? Good deal. All right, so full strength. And I'm going to stamp that leaf right there. I think I'm going to, yeah, you do it in odd numbers. So there we go. Clean that off so I don't get it all over my card. All right, and then again, take the fat section, stamp it off, and then stamp inside there. Great. There we go. Got a little design on the inside. So they open it up and they still see pretty. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. All right, there's our second card. And the last one that I have for you is probably pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one open. The first thing I'm going to do is use the magenta on this next card. Actually, I gotta do a couple punched out. So I'm gonna take my scraps that I have here. There's my other one over here. I gotta reach. There we go. I gotta do a couple, we're gonna do a couple punch outs here. So I'm gonna do those first. So let me grab all my stamps that I need and get them over here by me. Okay, I think I've got them all now. Okay. All right, so magenta, the one leaf that we were just using, I'm gonna do that in magenta. I need 2 of those I'm going to do. And again, this is the outline, so you want that full strength. Oh, see, I didn't heed my warning there, and I got it on the end on the other one. All right, clean that off. Now, I'm gonna take the magenta. And again, you want to stamp this off because you're using it as a filler. Just like that. Stamp off. And there we go. So there's 2 of those I need. Okay, and then the next thing is I'm going to use the other leaf. And this one is the long one. And this one is going to be Coastal Cabana. So there we open that. I think I'm done with the magenta. I'm going to go ahead and close that one. Just needed those 2 leaves in that one. So full strength in Coastal Cabana. And I need 2 of these. Okay, clean that off real quick. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I'm so excited, you guys. The primer paint is on the walls. And tomorrow, the walls are getting painted. So the next time anybody comes over, you will see painted walls. I am telling you, I'm so excited. Getting this basement finished. All right, so there, we need those two. Next, we need to, I think I missed something here. Did I? No? I just need to find where it's at. I'm looking for my acorn. I have that. Really? And there's the outline. It's gone out of the box. So it has to be on a block somewhere, girls. Okay. Let me see if I'm crazy or what. Oh, we're... Okay. There's that one. I have to be... Oh, here it is. It's hiding way over here on the side. All right. The outline of the acorn. That is going to be in the Just Jade. Okay. So the outline is Just Jade. And that's going to go here. Just need one of those. And then the inside of the acorn is cool because you have the bottom part and the top part. So what I'm going to do is to get the bottom really light is I'm going to ink it up full strength, stamp it off again, and I'm going to huff to get a little more moistened ink there, and my acorn is going to be very light on the bottom. Got it? All right, got to clean that. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm looking at the computer to see the difference, but I haven't stamped it yet on the computer. All right, so now I need the top part of the acorn. So I'm going to ink that up, but I'm only going to stamp it off once so that it's a little bit darker than the bottom of the acorn. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up real close so you can see the difference in the tone. Okay, so maximize those colors, won't ya? That's what you can do. Your tile floor, Lynn, that's good. Oh, somebody's got a big birthday. Awesome. I remember when I was 40. My daughter will be 40 in January. So I don't know if I think she's stressing about that a little bit, actually. The next thing I'm going to do is I've got this small little piece of Coastal Cabana, and we are going to use this little, like, leaves. It's just a bunch of leaves. And we are going to use Just Jade. Okay. And I'm just going to, let me see. I'm going to stamp on the back side if I want those light or dark. We're going to do the dark and see what I want. I think I want them dark. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are going to stamp. Maybe I'll do combination. How's that? Okay, so we are going to do some dark here and another light, and I'm going to do dark and light up here. Basically, I'm just going to kind of fill in this card sheet, this piece, I guess you would say, with just different the leaves all over, kind of like a designer paper stamp. Okay, all right, got it done. There we go. It's combination of two-tone there, and using the same ink. Okay, and the last thing, I do want the Coastal Cabana. I'm going to put the lid back on the Just Jade. There we go. Oh. All right. Now, I need my saying, and that is going to just be on a piece of 1-inch strip. And let me see. I probably could have gotten by with a 3/4 of an inch, to be honest, but this is going to say thank you. And again, this is the Coastal Cabana. So I am going to stamp that in the middle, just like that. I was looking to see if it was crooked. I pulled it away so I could see. All right, so there's that. But you know what? I think I'm going to do, I actually think I'm going to, nah, we won't do that. I was thinking I would put a little something on it, but I'm not going to. We'll just, sometimes less is more, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to use those punches again. And so upside down, I need my magenta here. So let's get this lined up and punch. And I've got one more here. Goodness. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Let's get the acorn punch and punch our little acorn out. Oh, goodness. What am I doing? Wow. That was funny. Okay, and then the last one is the last leaf here. And these line up really good, you guys. Pop that out. You know, sometime it would be a fun game if a couple demonstrators got together and we came up with some game where you used punches and the thing had to plop into a bowl or something like that. That sounds like a fun game. Let me get my little chopper here. Little, what do you call this? You call it a guillotine cutter, not a chopper. Okay, and let's see. I just need a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to go this way because I can see how much I need better. Probably about right there. There we go. All right, now we're ready to put our card together. So one of the processes that I do is I really like do all of my stamping and all my pieces, and then I put my layers together, unless I have to kind of decide, oh, how does this look or how's this going to work? So again, I've used the 4 1/4 by 11, and this is Coastal Cabana. And so what we're going to do, let me grab my little pieces that I've punched here because I'm going to put those together here in a second. Before we put this on here, this is going to go on here. But before we do that, I am going to, again, we're going to use this magenta and come around here. I'm going to leave enough hanging off. When I do this, I have to decide, am I going to do a knot or a bow? Okay. And so, so that we can see the leaves better, I think I'm just going to do a knot on this one. So I'm just going to leave a little less, and then I'm going to come around, and I'm going to come around twice. Sorry, I don't know how far if I'm getting out of the way. Okay, so I have just enough here like that. Let me grab my scissors over here on the side and give that a snip. And let me tie this in a knot. All right. Here we go. Just like that. Kind of holding it with the other finger because it's a knot, and that way I can keep it tight. There we go. All right. And then I always like to separate this a little bit just to give it some, you know, you can tell that there's two different pieces there if I can get a hold of it. Oh, I see. Oh, come on. There we go. There. Okay. Fumble fingers there. All right. There is that. I'm going to come up just a hair. And I'm going to cut this off a little more. It needs, it's just a little too much hanging off there. Okay, there we go. There we are. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add our piece onto here. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to slice this a little more. Actually, remember I said I could have used a 3/4 of an inch? That's what I should have done, is used a 3/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna take a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top to make myself a 3/4 of an inch, I think here. There we go. That is what I want. And this needs to be just a little less on the edge here. It just looked too much. It was too long, too big. So there we go. All right, that's why this is a really good idea to have these little cutters, if you do. Oh, I see I'm upside down in that. Sorry about that, girls. Guess that's just the way it worked. All right, there we go. More dimensionals. You got to use dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use 4 on, well, no, 3 works. 3 of the big ones work well. Okay, so let's get that on here, right above the ribbon. Okay. Move this up so I can see what I want to do, just like that. So I do want it on the ribbon a little bit. Yeah, see what I meant? It was just way too far off the edge. I didn't want it way off the edge like that. Okay, now I'm going to grab those mini dimensionals again, if I can find them in my stuff over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the mini dimensionals on my pieces that I have stamped and punched out using that trio pack of punches. So if you purchase you purchase the stamp set and the punches together, there is an actual number for the bundle. So if you want the bundle, you have to get the bundle number, or you can purchase just the stamps and just the punches, whichever way you'd like to do it. But make sure that you're looking for that bundle number if you want the whole bundle. Okay, that way you don't miss out and get the wrong thing, or just one and be upset when you get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so one of these leaves, I'm gonna do this so you guys don't see all that stamping there. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so this one is just gonna pop right here, and the other one is going to come down here under the ribbon, and then I'll just do the other magenta kind of sideways right in here. Okay, there's that. And the last thing is more dimensionals. I'm going to use the large dimensionals and then place this right onto the card to the side a little bit. Hey Nancy, thanks for, I just saw that you joined. So this is the last of 3 cards. I did 3 cards tonight. I was sharing with everyone also, if you are anybody that's watching this as a replay, I have started a YouTube channel just under Barb Ryder, and right now I've just uploaded some of the lives that I've done just to try to get it all figured out, you know. But I'm hoping to do some recordings and just have clean recordings, just where you see me demonstrate, and that's it. All right, so there is a pretty, there's a little bit of detail here, but as far as the background goes, that's pretty simple. And now that I look at it, I feel like it needs something. So wait, there's more. Oh, they're right here. I was going to get them out of my drawer, but all my little sequence and stuff are here. And let us see what we want on here. We want some of the enamel dots that are coordinating with the in colors, because that is a lot of, we used here Jade and Magenta. So of course we have to use the magenta. So let me just pull these out. You can see I've used lots of them. And so let me get my handy dandy take your pick tool down in my little container here. All right, here we go. So we have got to put some more bling, not really bling, but you know. So one, you know how I am. It's kind of in threes or odd numbers. You always want to go with our odd numbers. Where should we do the other one? Maybe just right here. How's that? Let's just go right there. That looks good. It just gives something on the big open part of the card. So there we go. All right. So there is the third card. Let me get this out of the way here. And all right. So here is one card that we did. So Nancy, since you joined, thank you. Thanks for the love, you guys. Okay, there's that. And then here is the one I use with the designer paper that coordinates with this stamp set. So let me put these kind of a little bit different here so you can see them a little. I don't know. Just trying to get them so if you want to take a picture or screen or whatever. Anyway, at some point, there we go. Let me make sure that we got this out of the way. There we go. Anyway, there we are. There are the cards that we did tonight. Down just a little bit. All right. Colleen, you like the first one? Yeah, that one's a little different using the designer paper. Thank you. I do appreciate that. So we do have a giveaway tonight for those of you that shared the video and also did a comment. I do appreciate your shares because that helps promote getting it out there, and more people can enjoy learning how to do some stamping. So that's why I try to do more simple. I try to do some avid. Of course, in some of my classes, I will have more involved. So sometimes on a live video, it's difficult. That's why I want to do some recordings, and then that way you might get something that's a little more stepped up. Either way, hopefully you enjoy the things that I share, and hopefully whether it's some tiny little thing or something that is big, you'll learn something new. So Linda says that she likes these two, which are the bright colored ones. Good, good, good. I'm glad. Excuse me. So, what do we have? I have everybody listed that had made a comment last week. And so I will be switching this over to the wheel here in just 1 second. And we will be drawing for something that's very practical, and everyone has to have these. If you don't have these, oh my goodness, I don't know how you do your projects, to be honest with you. And that would be the Stampin' Dimensionals. So this is the giveaway that we're going to be spinning for right now. And I've got to turn the phone around so that you can see the page for everybody that actually commented. So I'm going to go ahead and move the phone so don't get, there's a close-up even closer of the cards. All right. Okay, so here we go. Here we are. We are on the spinner page. All right, so everybody is listed, and we will have somebody win. And who will that be? Let's see. Here we go. Who is the winner? It is Nancy. Woohoo! So, there you go. I am going to go ahead and turn this camera around to myself. Hi, how are you guys doing? You can see I've been covering everything up Well, you can't see, but anyway, that's what that is over here that you see. Everything was super dusty, and even still, I'm going to be wiping down a long time, because when you drywall, oh my gosh. So if you're watching this in a replay, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me stamp, and I hope that you learned something and using the set. And if you need anything, give me a call. You can go to my website, barbwriter.stampinup.net. It's also on the page there on Stamp with Barb. You can go there and look at things. Click the shop now or my website. I don't know what it says exactly, but anyway, and yeah, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys showing up on a Friday night. Heck, what do we got to do anymore, right? So, all right, you guys have a good evening, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.